Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sharielle if you're new, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Today's video is about how not to age, in air quotes, and I'll get into that after my intro. I had to make this video because I'm not gonna lie, the way people are so shocked when I say I'm 30, it literally shocks me. I'm like, how young do I look? I've been told 17, 19, 21, and nothing over 23. And I really don't think I look that young to be 19 years old, but maybe I do. Maybe I do, especially because of how they're saying Gen Z is aging like milk. So obviously there's no way not to age, but there is a way to age gracefully. And I'll give you my 5 tips on how I feel I do that, besides just having good genes, besides my good genes, how I manage to not age, quote unquote. So my first tip is avoid stress. People don't realize that stress is a silent killer. Stress will give you wrinkles. Stress will make your hair turn gray. Stress will just overall make your body feel crazy. And there's so many scientific studies that prove that stress is terrible for you. But a lot of us don't realize we have more stress in our lives than we need to. Whether that's a toxic job, boyfriend, family member, friend, or you need to drop out of school and give yourself a little break. There's so many ways that we can cut out stress or honestly distance yourself from stress, because sometimes you can't cut that family member off or that friend off, but you can distance yourself because they may need to heal. So you don't have to have them vent to you every night and stress you out. That's the thing. We have to realize we have to come first. A lot of us put people before ourselves, and a lot of us say yes to things that we don't need to say yes to. Sometimes you need to have the whole entire weekend to yourself. You might have to miss out on that baby shower. You might not go to church that Sunday because you need to rest. We need to be alone sometimes in solitude. And it's stressful when you're always out and about, when you're always around people, when you're always saying yes, when you're always somebody's helping hand or a listening ear, and then you're left in the dust. You have nobody to talk to, and that's causing your stress levels to go crazy. I also talked about having a toxic or stressful job. I really believe a lot of us are afraid to leave our jobs. I personally have experienced this to where I've had a job that was stressing me out for multiple reasons. Not getting paid enough, having coworkers that were miserable and haters. And I left that job, and the job I have now is amazing. It's so much better, the work environment and my coworkers, and it's honestly priceless. So if you are able to take that leap and find other employment, do that, because we're at our job sometimes more than our own house. And you go to work, you blink, you're back at work. It's Friday, you blink, it's Monday again. So your work environment is very conducive to your health, or it can be destructive to your health. So make sure you have a job that's not stressing you out. My second tip on how not to age is to analyze your vices. If you don't know what a vice is, it's basically something that you do that you're really not supposed to do. A lot of people love to smoke. People are vaping more than ever. The old school people still smoke cigs, and other people smoke the reefer. Smoking is not good for you. I don't care if it's vapor, like they say a vape is. I don't care if it's a cigarette with tobacco. I don't care. Whatever form of smoking you do, it will not help you age well. It may not drastically age you, but for instance, smoking cigarettes can cause lines around your mouth because you're always puffing. Smoke in general just dehydrates your skin. I've seen it to where people that smoke a certain plant and they roll it in a certain leaf or paper, it makes their lips darker. And when your lips are darker, you look older. You look youthful when you have a little bit of flush to your cheeks and your lips, and that can go away when you smoke too much. Smoking can, like I said, it dries your skin out, can change the texture of your skin, taking away how vibrant you could have looked. I've seen people that smoke who their teeth get yellow, especially cigarette smokers, and also people that smoke cigars. Certain people that smoke cigars, their eyes turn yellow. So smoking, that vice can age you. Another vice that can age you is drinking. I know that, people like to drink socially. Some people don't have a problem with drinking, but a lot of people do. A lot of people don't admit they're borderline alcoholics or they are full-blown alcoholics. And when you drink alcohol, it's a diuretic, which means it makes you have to go to the bathroom all the time. If you're constantly urinating, you're getting rid of all the water in your body, which will dehydrate you, which is not good for your body. You need water to have plump skin and all the other good things you need. Another thing with alcohol is that it makes you gain weight. Certain people that like to drink, their waistline expands, their face might get puffy, and their arms get a little more flabby when you drink, especially excessively. And we all know you don't look as youthful or as young when you're heavy. It automatically makes you look like an auntie or an uncle. And that's one of the reasons why people think I'm so young, because of my silhouette and how I look. I don't drink and I don't smoke, so I don't have those side effects or those consequences, I guess you could say, that would make me look older. And another vice that can age you is partying all the time. So when you party, you smoke, you drink, you stay up all night. And when you stay up all night, you don't get good sleep. Sleep helps you look refreshed in the morning. Sleep resets your body. You have to sleep. You have to have a good sleeping schedule. So if you're mixing liquor, smoking, and not sleeping all together, you're probably gonna age yourself. You're gonna look a little washed. So that's something you can analyze about your life. If you would like to age better, think about those vices in your lifestyle. My third tip on how to not age is diet and exercise. I know everybody does not want to go to the gym. I don't even want to go to the gym. But I know for a fact, I feel so much better when I go. You have to exercise. Exercising is not just to be small or toned. It's so you age well when it comes to your joints. When you lift weights, when you jump, when you run, these are things that can help your joints stay intact and help your body feel young, because it's not just about your face looking young. You want to internally not age bad. You want your joints to age well, even when you exercise and you stretch. Stretching is amazing. You want to stay agile. When you stiffen up, that's when you get hurt all the time, because the older you get, the stiffer you get, and if you fall, you're done. So that's why you need exercise, because you need to stay agile. You need to keep your muscle tissue growing and healthy. You need to, when you work out, you drink water or some type of hydrating beverage, which is great for your skin and great for your body. And honestly, I remember I had my mom back in the gym, and when she went back in the gym, because she's middle-aged, her hair got thicker because of the blood flow from her scalp. So we all know thick, healthy hair equals looking younger. When your hair is luscious and has body, it makes you look younger. And there's so many other benefits to exercising that I may make a small list somewhere of why you should and how it helps your body age well. The second half of that is diet. I know for a fact one of the reasons I look young is because of my diet. I'm not saying you can't ever have fried food, you can't ever have dairy or sugar, but those things will age you because they will make you gain weight, they will cause inflammation, and other bad things. I truly try to limit those things as much as possible, and I'll treat myself from time to time. I prioritize having fruits and veggies. I'm big on juicing. I love having a green juice. I love carrot juice, with apples and ginger. I'm big into herbs. I'm very much a cook, so I will add cilantro, I will add thyme, rosemary, whatever I can to my food, because those things are so good for you. Scallions, onions, everything we have from nature helps us age well. That's why it's important to learn how to cook so your diet can be better, because even when you buy frozen food or you buy food from a restaurant, whatever, you don't know how much sodium they're putting in those things, or what they're truly putting in it. And that's another point with diet, is to have a lower sodium diet. Sodium will cause you to retain water, which can make you weigh more, which can make you look older. Because like I said, when people think of youth, they think of a smaller silhouette, a fitter silhouette. So if you're having food loaded with sodium, you're going to blow yourself up. This goes for limiting fast food. You can just start there. Limiting red meats, whatever dietarily makes sense for you and your doctor approves of, do that, because your diet is a huge reason why you can look older or younger. And just to talk about juicing one more time, because I love juicing. Juicing helps with your health and also your skin. A lot of people ask me my skincare routine, but it's really what I eat that makes my skin look like this. And also drinking water. I love hot water with lemon. When I drink hot water with lemon before I go to bed, when I wake up, my skin looks amazing. And just drinking hot water with lemon in general is just so good for you. Or just water. Drink water. We need it. Our bodies are like 70% water or something like that. Drink water to look young. And like I talked about, my diet making my skin primarily look the way it is, I will attribute some of that to my skincare routine, which is my fourth tip. One cheat code for skincare that I don't think is talked about enough is having a satin pillowcase. That has really changed the texture of my skin. I think it's a fact that satin pillowcases are antibacterial, and they also are amazing for your hair, because our hair and our skin is made of keratin. So get a satin pillowcase. Another part of my skincare routine is wearing as less makeup as possible on a daily basis. Of course, for YouTube and special occasions, I do wear a full face of makeup, but my everyday routine, I just primarily use concealer and fill in my eyebrows. Otherwise, if I'm feeling fancy, I might put on some blush, but I really try not to put things on my skin, because you know, your skin can't breathe if it's always covered in makeup. It's just not good for your skin. And wearing makeup all the time ages you as well. Another thing when it comes to skincare that I prioritize is sunscreen. And I'll just give you guys like a quick rundown of my skincare routine. I wash my face in the morning with a facial cleanser. I'll put a picture of it. Then I put vitamin C serum. That is a game changer. I learned that from this actress who's she was 35, 36 at the time. Once I got vitamin C serum, it changed my skin so much. The texture is just so supple and soft. It's amazing. So like I said, I do the face wash, then I do vitamin C serum, then I do moisturizer. And then if it's the winter time, or if you're in a drier climate, I put a very thin layer of grapeseed oil on my skin, and then I put sunscreen to end it. Not only that, I put it on my neck and my chest, the sunscreen and the moisturizer. So that's what I do. And then, from time to time, I exfoliate to get the dead skin off, because you need to refresh your face. And my last important point when it comes to skincare is the motion that you apply your products. You never want to go in a downward direction when you're applying products. You want to go in an upward direction so you don't create wrinkles. And you need to be gentle with your face. Do not just rub your face and smush it. That's how you create wrinkles as well. My fifth and final tip on how not to age is to have a relationship with God, because it keeps you childlike. My faith is so important to me. I'm telling you right now, I have joy because of Jesus. Happiness is fleeting, but when you really have that foundation, it just changes your life. I truly don't let people get to me. I don't let my circumstances get to me, or good or bad. And I really know that I have a childlike spirit because of my faith. I love being childlike because children are so precious. They really enjoy life. I feel like as adults, the older we get, sometimes we can just get hardened and angry. And that's how you age when you're bitter and angry and always frowning. You need to smile. You need to just enjoy the weather, just be in the present moment and understand it's a blessing to be alive, and just be the person that you wish to come across that day. I love being kind to people. And I know that sounds so weird, but I love making people laugh. I love holding the door behind me so someone can walk through. I love letting people go in traffic when, no one else will let them go. Not all the time, but most of the time. And just certain gestures of kindness that helps you age well. My grandmother is almost 80 years old, and she looks super young because of genetics and exercising, but it's also because she's such a sweet person. Your spirit emanates through you, and that's what makes you look so young as well. It's who you are on the inside, because someone can look young and when they open their mouth, it just ages them and makes them ugly. But when you're sweet and you're kind, and for the fellas, when you're enjoyable, you're a likable person, it makes you look younger as well. So I hope my tips helped you on how not to age, wink wink, or just how to age gracefully. And if you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification to know right when I post, and share this with your friends. Thank you for watching. You are appreciated.